Hi everyone, this is Dr. Richard Tran from Color Chiropractic in Bellingham, Washington. I'm just in my home right now, and I've been really crunching down on some research from a seminar that I went to about 2 weeks ago in San Diego. It was just a fascinating event full of really great speakers, and what I wanted to do is make this month's tip to help you guys understand some of the research that I found, and maybe it'll make a difference in your life too. There's a guy by the name of Dan Murphy. He's a world-renowned chiropractic physician, also a researcher in terms of nutrition and optimal health. Well, one of the things that he talked about in his talk was about the importance of vitamin D. And we know about vitamin D, how we really want to be able to get as much vitamin D from the sun. And the reason really from when I was in school had to do with, having calcium actually in a state of balance within your bones. Vitamin D is responsible for getting calcium into the bones, helping to stimulate collagen production so that your joints are nice and healthy. But the thing is that more recent research has shown us that vitamin D has so much more deeper impacts than we're aware of. For instance, in the Journal of Investigative Medicine, they have a study called 2011. They have a study that talks about vitamin D and the innate immune system. And what that means is they found that people that had deficiencies of vitamin D in their blood, less than 25 nanograms per milliliter, actually were more prone towards immune types of conditions, especially things with upper respiratory conditions, but they're finding that even autoimmune conditions can be related to this. MS, RA, rheumatoid arthritis, diabetes, inflammatory bowel syndrome, and even lupus. So the thing is, vitamin D is always very important, and we want to be able to modulate that. A lot of times, we're thinking about getting it from the sun, but the vitamin D that we receive has to be deep penetrating into our skin, into our bodies too. They also need to come in a form that's usable. Okay, vitamin D3 is the inactive form, which is actually in a lot of supplements that you really want to take to give the body the best chance to convert it into its active form. Now, we have different supplements that we prescribe in our office that really give you those types of things, but you want to take about 5,000 IUs a day on average, and a lot of people are real deficient in that. At the same time, you also want to have a healthy liver and a healthy kidney in order to convert that vitamin D from its inactive form to the active form so that it can be used by the body. So, I hope that some of this has been helpful for you. I'll try to give you some different resources. I know that some of you may be listening to this from different parts of the world or the country. There's some different websites that can tell you about the amount of, UV radiation that you're actually getting from the sun in your area. And I would encourage you to be able to research this more. So thanks a lot. I'll have a lot more to share with you. Please comment or like this video or ask me any questions that you have. And remember that when it comes to your health, life is always better when you live it in full color. Thanks a lot, everyone. Hi, everyone. I thought I'd include this last segment because, as you can see, I'm a little under the weather, but I also started to practice what I preached in terms of the vitamin D3. It was an interesting experience because I found that after a couple of days, my immune system really started to kick in well. In fact, there was a moment when I was, taking in some water and then felt the need to just vomit afterwards. And I just felt a lot better with doing it. I've recovered fairly quickly. There were some other supplements as well too, but I know some people in the Northwest kind of feel this stomach flu, so I'll include the supplements that I actually took in addition to vitamin D3. Thanks a lot, everyone.